Hello everyone, it's La Luna Bell. It's January the 7th of 25 and we're going to go ahead and do a collective reading. Let's go ahead, let's channel. A blue onyx. I keep seeing a spring sky. It's spring, but I'm also seeing a very clear blue ocean water. It's not from my area, that's for sure. This is so clear. You can see a dream come true. I'm seeing like artifacts, picking up artifacts. I'm picking up like star beams, but under the water, like almost like how they would mention Atlantis and things. Mythology, the gods and goddesses and myths. And I'm seeing Venus here. Venus. I'm reminded of the Grecian style of dress. The laurels on the crown of the conquerors. Another of that? Okay. What dreams may come. I remember that phrase, what dreams may come. I'm hearing hibiscus, the flower hibiscus. The flower hibiscus. It's almost like someone has this, is this toward the Middle East? Is this the Mediterranean Sea? And as I say that, I'm like seeing also the tip of Italy. It's over in that area also. Wish I had a map right in front of me. Aquatic animals. That makes sense with seeing things, you know, statues and whatnot under the water, under the ocean water. And this water is so clear, so very beautiful. The warm air, the smell of the salt. But this is more intense than where I'm at. And I'm down by the Gulf of Mexico. Reminded also of Anatolia, the Ottoman Empire. It's almost like they're, you know, mentioning so many great things that were there. Hera, Anubis. My beloved Anubis. And as I say that, I'm also seeing like someone holding out their hands, an offering. A blessing is what I'm hearing, a blessing. A gift to be given. Will it be received? And as I say that, I'm seeing the number 969. 969. I'm also hearing mirror numbers. I almost want to start humming. This is a Lire, L-I-R-E. What is that? I don't know if I spelled that right, but here. What dreams may come, hopes and dreams. It's almost like, is this a dream vacation? It's almost like someone wants to scuba dive, or they have in the past. Maybe this is a destination that you've always wanted to go to. I'm seeing black roses. It's like fields and fields of black roses or a black flower. And I'm remembered of the flower also, Narcissus. They make the perfume. And the first card up is Star Keepers. Cosmic ancestors, seek the light by staying grounded. You know, with so many mentions of the ocean and the references to these distant ancient lands, I can see how it would want us to stay grounded. And I did mention Atlantis as well, the connection to Atlantis, to the star beings. And as I say that, I am picking up the silver gilded star beings. But there's a lavender beauty to them as well. It almost like it shines from the eyes, this lavender light. Purity. There's such pure energy outpouring from the eyes. And when I mentioned the offering, when I say this outpouring of just pure bliss, it's very healing. Homeopathic as well is one of the words coming out. And it's just like an offering made and received. And it's done with love, compassion. I'm hearing also the word honey. Honey is very healing. The next card is loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction. Let God in, whatever you believe. It's your choice, you know, it's your ball, run with it. Whatever you believe in. Sometimes and I keep referencing the waters, sometimes we have to go with the flow. We have to let the divine in. And sometimes the divine, our creator, whatever you choose to call them, we got to go along with their plan. We'll have those tower moments. We'll have those tower moments, and also I'm seeing the death in reverse. And it's, you know, death, you have that death and rebirth. And y'all, I'm just learning tarot. I'm an intuitive reader. But it's almost like someone has come to a dead stop. It's like, done deal. I'm over and done with this. This cycle has completed. And y'all, number 9 for me is the end of cycles. It's completion for me. And what I'm getting is, you know, 969, I'm getting the end of the road. And then the 6, I always think the balancing the scales, things are balancing out. We're coming into harmony. We're coming into alignment. Will is nihilist, you know, Spirit's going to take us where Spirit's going to take us. We got to go along with the flow with that. But also, it's almost like you're slamming the door shut and said, enough of that deal. I'm moving on from it. And then the next card we got is 31, which goes to 4. Once upon a midnight dreary. Creativity, genius, writing, expression, artistic flow. I mentioned going along with the flow of spirit. And, you know, honestly, going back to the references of the water in the first 2 cards and all the references to the oceanic bodies of water, as well as these lands of the Middle East and these ancient times and these ancient beings, going along with those flows of emotion. Water is representative of emotion, and with oceans, I think of very deep oceans. Also, I'm getting a reference to the whales. To the ocean creatures that are just full of wisdom, and, you know, they can take those really deep dives, and we honestly can do that, and especially in the spiritual community. And all of a sudden I'm getting the initial, well, like FBI, like an investigator. This is like a spiritual investigation. I don't know if that's something you do or if you're into the paranormal, but I am getting that reference. And we got 2 kittens, card 27, which goes to 9. You must choose. You must choose. I mentioned the 6, that balancing of scales, the inner harmony, and, you know, bam, it's almost like you got 2 paths. And with Anubis, I'm reminded that he will weigh the truth of your heart. Is it lighter than a feather, or is it, you know, which is it? Again, the reference to the scales. The truth will come out. The truth is exposed. That investigation, that spiritual investigation, you are doing a deep dive into self. You're exploring your own truth. And in the words, your own humanity is coming out as well. Noble peacock, prestige, self-respect, awareness, that deep dive itself. Keep it up. Your confidence and grace would be known. It will show. You have such beautiful energy. An inner knowing, an inner awareness. An inner awareness. And I am getting a reference to the astral travel as well. You may not be aware of it, but you do. It's like you just jump and you're gone. Your love, the words love of light is just, it's almost like a rainbow exploding from you. That's the only way I can describe that. You got busy beaver, motivation, builder of sturdy and stable structures. Teach me your tenacious ways. Look at the white, but I also noticed the colors I mentioned, the star beams, the silver gilded star beams with the lavender coming out of their eyes. I'm reminded of that lavender color, and it's almost like you see, almost like your whole inside, the light within you just explodes out of your eyes. I really like this. Gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. You're letting go of all that held you back, of old ways. And for some reason, I'm hearing the word entrapment. It's almost like you felt trapped by people of the past or ways of the past. This may have been societal conditioning or just things that you've learned along the way, but you're walking away, you're choosing. I'm hearing a deer on a new path. And you got dawn of love. Love is rising on the horizon of your life. And look, it reminds me, for some reason, I'm thinking of the trachea as well, but that's that throat chakra. But it also reminds me of the slides. We used to go down as kids, and it's like, whew, boom and boom. It's like, well, you have no control over this movement of this path you're going down now. Spirit's actually taking over, like I mentioned, and Spirit's taking you where you need to go. And you're letting go of that control, that destiny. New beginnings, new beginnings. You got card number 4, Crom, Master Craftsman, Creator of Form, Organizing Principle. 4. I always think of those 4 solid walls, those 4 solid pillars. And, that reminds me of that time period back then. But you have to have those 4 solid walls or 4 solid pillars for that firm foundation, that solid building, for it to be stable, to build upon that. The next card you have is 1. I mentioned new beginnings and everything. Mother Mutt, alchemist, wisdom keeper, grandmother, definitely a wisdom keeper. You see the key in the claw right there? You've won your freedom. It's like you have locked the door. You access new beginnings, a new way of life. And I was going to say a new way of thought, but what I'm hearing is a new free form, belief. It's almost like you're free falling into self-awareness. And I'm sitting here and I have a crackle quartz right here with me. And I keep seeing how the multifaceted self, how multifaceted you are. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. It reaches the end. That new beginning approaches you. What do you need to release? You're letting go of the past. You're walking away from it. You're choosing self, that self-awareness. And as I say that, I'm also hearing alchemist again from that 1 card. You are the alchemist of your own life, the alchemist of your own new beginning. Thank you all. Many blessings to you. Blessed be.